Jane Seymour, of course, requiring no introduction. But this was so interesting because we're here to talk about the series. I know you have great affection for Harry Wilde. But before that, this Netflix film, Irish Wish, and you say now that people are approaching you. The reach of Netflix is extraordinary.
It's extraordinary. I keep being, commended on the great success of my movie,
right?
Irish Wish, which I'm only in it for 2 days. There I am. Yes, I mean, I'm playing her mom, and I never even got to do any scenes with her. But
wow.
I was on the phone. Amazing what you can do with a cell phone.
Yeah. It works out very well.
It's a great movie.
But you were telling an interesting story that the producers called you and they said, "Hey, we're shooting in Ireland.
Yes.
Obviously, you can't do it." And you said, "Wait a minute."
I said I can't do it because I'm not there, meaning LA, and this is hugely successful. Yeah.
Wildly successful that, and then Harry Wilde, we'll get to it in a second. What is it about Ireland? And Frank was lucky and has gone referenced the rural nature of it.
It's spectacularly beautiful. It's like how you feel human beings are supposed to be living. You have bread shops and fish shops, and it's not sort of homogenized. It's beautiful, and the vegetation, everything's great. Everywhere you go, it's more beautiful. Even Northern Ireland, which I never imagined would be so beautiful, and you see Game of Thrones and all those shows. They're all shot in Ireland, and but very rarely do they shoot something that's contemporary. When I film in Dublin and around Dublin. It's so beautiful.
Harry Wilde, season 3. Harry and public embarrassment a few years ago.
My wife calls. It's like, since when did you become the fat guy on that show? it's the same exact thing.
He's always been.
So now, finally, it was time to face the heavy truth. At 5'10" and way over 200 pounds, my midsection was getting the best of me. Enter Dr. Daryl Joffrey. A noted nutritionist, Dr. Daryl had a plan, but I first learned that too much tummy was the least of my worries.
What I am concerned about is your triglycerides. It's 464.
Right.
I want the number to be between 50 and 100. So when we see this number of 464, that's extremely high. There's a lot of reasons for that. Obviously, the diet's a big one. Inflammation's a big one as well. But I think your gut has a lot to do with this. Probably the one I'm most concerned about here, your A1C was 6.7. Okay. And you can see right there, greater than 6.4 is diabetes.
Right.
And finally, rock bottom. Dr. Daryl discovered my biological age, how old I really am, was far older than my calendar age.
You're 69.
That's terrible.
So faced with some critical statistics, I set about making some significant changes. First, Dr. Daryl took a look inside my kitchen and our fridge.
Like, I think these are healthy.
And I came to understand that several foods I thought were healthy were actually filled with sugar.
15 grams of added sugar.
Among Dr. Daryl's most important diet tips is to take as much sugar out of your diet as possible.
I welcome you back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. Now, Hollywood is mourning the loss of entertainment giant, a friend to so many people, that is Sam Rubin. The legend who worked with KTLA was not just a friend to so many people. He was a huge household name for KTLA viewers, Tencent Town biggest stars, and so many other TV stations. For just, by the way, 30 years, he was a fixture on so many red carpets, premieres, award shows in Hollywood, and he was loved really. Rubin appeared on KTLA actually since 1991, and it's reported that he passed on as a result of a heart attack. Like I've told you, they are saying that he passed on as a result of a heart attack at his home, surrounded by his family. Very, very devastating news. They say that after filming his regular news segment, when he was at his home, that's when he actually experienced this heart attack and unfortunately passed away. For me, as a person who really loves the news, media, and entertainment, his insights and exploration of deeper meaning and impact of stories within the entertainment industry, and his ability to generate conversation within the entertainment business and outside it actually stands out for me as a legend. He could not only look at the headlines that were surrounding these big stories, but he could dive and dig deeper into these stories. He appeared on BBC Radio and TV, and actually also appeared on Channel 9 TV in Australia. Won multiple awards, the likes of Emmys, Golden Mike, and of course the South Carolina Broadcasters Association. He's survived by 4 children and a wife. R.I.P. to the legend.